Cardus is part of a community. That's why we're all here tonight. Your support, your thoughts, your participation matters greatly. Ideas are not benign. They do have an impact. Cardus is about understanding competing ideas, about sailing through the sea of theories and identifying those ideas that contribute to the common good. We are about helping the best ideas to grow and to flourish, thus ensuring we are working toward a society that will enable people to live life fully.
And once a year we try and bring them all together for a kind of a think tank where we can consult with them and get their input and their ideas for what we should be doing and what we should be noticing in the surrounding culture, so that we can respond in the most sensitive way to what is actually happening in our time.
We're going to interview in this coming academic year 24,000 graduates of Christian education, and we are going to from that draw some conclusions in terms of the outcomes of Christian education for academic outcomes, spiritual outcomes, and cultural engagement outcomes.
Point of interaction stays about the same size. The amount of information you're expected to get through that surface is just profoundly deep. And so we've been thinking about new ways to take historic information that's still relevant, that's still current and engaging, and finding new ways for people to interact with that. And throughout this kind of ties into where should the Cardus road travel next? What new ways should we be communicating with people, bringing folks added elements like the Cardus store that made publications previously not available open again.
It became a book form in 2005, and this is our baby. 1,100 cities around has exactly 0 full-time employees on comment and 25% on everything else, including bouncing a tennis ball. Then there's 2 other people. Gideon Strauss, who's the editor. He's the South African with the funny accent from 2 doors down. He finds the authors and edits everything in just 1 day a week. And Alyssa, in I don't know, but something less than 1 day a week, edits everything so that I don't have to.
I'm going to show you a very short video of the McMaster Innovation Presser. We have already used Cardus, and they're going to show you how this little booklet was made.
So if you have an idea, number one, that's great. But if you have an idea that you think needs to be in the public square, that's even better. And if you have an idea that you think that needs to be in the public square, and there's got to be someone, including yourself, that's passionate to make that argument out there, then sign us up, and you have to start writing. We want you to tell us what the future of Cardus is. We have a vision for Cardus. There's no 2 ways about it. What animated here Antonitis was a deep concern about where we were going as a country. The question is what is Canada and North America's new social architecture? 1974 to 1996. 96 to 1999, we got a major grant to look into one area of thinking.
In the next 5 minutes, a very quick overview of the Cardus team, and I'm going to do that by telling you the story of the different flavors that make up it.
A great idea. Well, here's the idea over here, and here's life over here, real life. There's this great amorphous sort of blob in between. How do we get there? Now, as think tanks, we're particularly interested in answering that question, of course. How do we get there? And we have 2 sort of products. One's an audio journal, the other's a digital distribution policy journal, Think and Cardus Policy and Public, CPIP, that help us think about how do we actually get there. All of these things kind of boil down, these 2 questions here. What policy issues are most critical for Canadians, and what topics would you like to see covered in Think? This is basically all one question.